Hi guys, this is Mamian. Today, let's do a rationale of your stomach care questions. So, before proceeding to the rationale sa video na to guys, I'm inviting you to answer the 30-item exam link below. And then come back after for the rationale. Ayan. So this one is a very easy topic, no? Stomach care. And at the end of this video, we only have one goal, and that is to understand better questions regarding stomach care. Number one, on assessment of patient albedo with the colostomy, you note the stoma is located on the right area of the abdomen due to its location. This is known as what type of colostomy? Ayan. So, ang sabi niya nasa right area ng abdomen. So, guys, if you take a look at your intestines, no? Kasi ang sabi dyan, it's a colostomy. So, pag colostomy, the one concerned is your or colon. Okay? So, colon tong tinitignan natin dito. And where is it located? On the right area of the abdomen. So, anong klaseng colostomy daw yan? A. Descending colostomy. B. Transverse. C. Ileostomy. And D. Ascending colostomy. So, based on the choices alone, let's eliminate something that is not part of the colon. Simply eliminate Charlie. Ileostomy. Ileum is the third segment of the small intestine. So, dapat hindi siya kasali dito. We're just looking for colons. So, sabi nasa right. So, i-drawing lang natin yan, guys. Kung nasa right, yan. Sino ba yung nasa right? Okay? So, ayan. This is your ascending colon. And then yung horizontal, that's your transverse colon or pa-transverse. E di transverse colon. Tapos yung pababa, your descending colon. And then yung pa-S, yan yung sigmoid colon mo going to your rectum and then to your anus. Okay? So, sabi na sa right area. This is the right side of the body and this is the left side of the body. Ayan. Okay, kung hatiin mo siya. Kung nasa right side pala, okay, nasa right side pala ang colostomy, then the best answer for this question is no other than delta. It is an ascending colostomy. Kasi sinong colon yung nandyan sa right side? C, ascending colon. Okay? So, si ascending colon ang tamang sagot. So, for number one, the best answer is delta, ascending colostomy. Okay, let's proceed to number two. Based on the kind of colostomy patient albedo has, what type of stool would you expect the stoma to be excreting? Anong klaseng colostomy meron si patient albedo? It's your ascending. So, ano ang lumalabas sa isang ascending colostomy, guys? A. Liquid stool. B. Loose to partly formed stool. C. Similar to normal stool. Or D. Semi-solid stool. Okay? So, kung iisipin mo anatomically, guys, from the small intestine, ang nakadikit ay si ascending colon. Okay? Ay si ascending colon. So, for example, you would have your duodenum, and then jejunum, and then ileum, and then, ayun na, si ascending colon, transverse colon, and then your descending colon, okay, sigmoid, rectum, anus. So, since si ascending colon ay sobrang lapit right after your ileum, okay, you would expect no other than alpha, liquid stool. Okay? So, pag sinabi mong liquid stool, yan yung nakikita mong stool sa ascending colon. Pag sinabi mo namang loose to partly formed or mushy stool, yan naman ang makikita mo sa transverse colon. And pag sinabi mong similar to normal stool, para ng tae talaga, okay? Yan yung nakikita natin saan? Sa sigmoid or the last segment of the colon. And pag semi-solid stool naman, yan naman ang makikita natin sa descending colon. Okay? So the best answer for number 2 is letter A. liquid stool. Number 3. A nurse is teaching patient Albedo with a colostomy about using irrigation as a bowel management technique. Which statement by the client indicates the need for further teaching? So pag sinabing the need for further teaching, guys, tulad nga ng sabi nila, put a big letter X kasi ang hinahanap natin ay maling sagot. So, para hindi ka mamali sa pagpili ng sagot, put a letter X so that you know you are looking for a negative statement or the wrong answer. A. I should use lukewarm water for the irrigation to prevent cramping. Is that correct or wrong? Okay. Alpha is a correct statement. Kasi you should be using lukewarm water to prevent cramping. So, si lukewarm water, guys, it signifies na it should be of body temperature. Dapat naka-body temperature ang gamit mong fluid or else, if malamig yan, okay, it will cause cramping. So, letter A is correct. We are looking for the wrong answer. Bravo. I will perform irrigation at the same time each day to establish a routine. Is that a correct or wrong statement? It is indeed a correct statement. And bakit mo gustong gawin at the same time ang irrigation mo for a colostomy? It's because you want to avoid soiling yourself. Okay? You want to avoid soiling yourself all throughout the day. So, to prevent incontinence of fecal drainage from colostomy, what you do is you should establish a routine by irrigating your colostomy at the same time each day. Okay? And when you are asked in the board exam, when is the best time to irrigate your colostomy, the best answer is kung kailan tumatae ang isang tao on a regular basis. Kailan ba tayo tumatae? Isn't it we poop every morning? And better after breakfast. Okay? So, yun yung best time to irrigate the colostomy. Gayahin mo yung normal routine ng tao when we evacuate our stools. So, that makes Bravo correct. Because establishing a routine, okay, will prevent you from soiling yourself on a 24-hour time of the day. And then, Charlie, using cold water will help reduce odor during irrigation. Okay, tama ba yan? Pag cold water, yung temperature ng water, does it have something to do with the odor of your colostomy? The answer is no, making Charlie the wrong answer or the negative statement we are looking for the patient. So, Charlie is the best answer for this one. Kasi guys, cold water is not about odor. When you use cold water, this can cause what they say cramping during irrigation. Okay? It's not to reduce odor. Later on, you will know what are the kinds of food that will help reduce odor in your colostomy. And definitely, that's not cold water, okay? And then sabi ng Delta, I can use tap water as the irrigation solution unless otherwise instructed by my provider. And Delta is a correct statement. Ang isipin mo lang guys, using tap water to irrigate your colostomy is actually correct. Because if you look at your colon, the question is your colon sterile? The answer is your colon is not a sterile field or a sterile area of the body kasi dyan mo nilalabas ang dumi mo or yung tae mo. So, using tap water for irrigation solution is actually correct. Unnecessary na gumamit ng sterile solution for your colon unless otherwise, tulad ng sabi ng Delta, instructed by my provider or my doctor. So that makes Delta a correct answer. Best answer for number 3 is Charlie. Let's proceed. Number 4. Patient Al-Haytham has a double barrel colostomy of the transverse colon. Transverse. You note on assessment two stomas. Yes, a proximal and a distal stoma. What type of stool do you expect to drain from the proximal and the distal stoma? Okay? So, may double barrel colostomy si patient Alhita. Ano kaya ang tamang sagot? Alpha, sa proximal you have loose to partly formed stool, sa distal you have mucus. Sa Bravo, proximal liquid stool, sa distal naman mucus stool. Charlie, sa proximal you have mucus, sa distal you have loose, loose to partly formed stool. And delta, proximal and distal, they have both loose to partly formed stool. Okay? So, eliminate natin ang pinakamaling sagot, guys, and that is delta. Kasi kung tinanong ka, in a double barrel colostomy, what kind of stool is released, they release or excrete different types of drainage. Okay? And it's for us to find out in this question. So, mali yan. Hindi sila same ng din-drain. Definitely, magkaiba sila lang din-drain. Kaya nga siya tinatanong sa question na to. Okay? So, ano pa? Sige, let's eliminate another wrong answer. Pag sinabing proximal, guys, oh, proximal, yan yung part ng colon na closer to the core of the body, okay? To the core or the middle part of the body. So, proximal, okay? Yan yung connected pa sa ibang parts ng gastrointestinal tract mo. So, if connected pa siya sa ibang gastrointestinal tract mo, like your transverse colon to, so like your ascending colon, ileum, jejunum, duodenum, stomach, okay, you expect the proximal the proximal stoma will be releasing some kind of stool. And then, syempre, ang distal, ito na yung mas malayo sa central part ng body. Distal nga, di ba? Distant siya. Distal. So, you expect the distal to release something na mucus. Okay? Mucus kasi hindi na siya connected sa katawan. And the mucus, yan yung ni-release niya na effluent or discharge or drainage brought about by the surgical procedure. Kasi hinati natin yan and then sineparate natin yung colon. Okay? So, sinong distal dyan ang nagsasabi ng mucus? Sabi ni Alpha tsaka ni Bravo. So, can we safely eliminate Charlie? Yes. Okay? Kasi ang distal niya dyan, loose to partly formed stool. And that's not we expect from a distal colostomy. We expect that from the proximal colostomy. The one attached to other intestines. That's why it is excreting stool contents. Okay? So, ano pa dyan? Anong klaseng colon to, guys? Transverse colon. Okay? So, sabi natin kanina, in a transverse colon, what kind of stool do we expect? Loose to partly formed stool. Okay? For number 4, the best answer is alpha. Okay? Loose to partly formed stool, and then distal stoma releases your mucus discharge. Okay? Ayan. Oh, why is Bravo wrong? Liquid stool, we don't expect that from a transverse colon, but rather from an ascending colon. Okay? Sa ascending colon natin makikita ang liquid stool, not on the transverse, making Bravo wrong and Alpha the correct answer. So, that's it for number 4. Let's proceed to number 5. Patient Nilu has a colostomy. She asks, when will her stoma stop shrinking and reach a permanent size? As a knowledgeable nurse, you answer that a stoma will reach a permanent size right after how long? Okay, this is a very objective question. And the best answer, according to Brunner and Sudarth, the best answer is after 3 months. Sabi ni Brunner, after 3 months, the colostomy that you have done surgically, okay, will stop shrinking and will attain a permanent size after 3 months from the date of your surgery. After a week, guys, your stomach will still be healing from all the inflammation. So, mag-shrink pa yan siya after 1 week. And after 6 months, that's already too long. Okay? After 6 months, talagang permanent size na siya. Okay? Sabi nga natin, 3 months, permanent size na siya. What more pag 6 months? What more pag 1 year? Best answer for number 5 is bravo. Next, number 6. Patient Yalan, who had a colostomy placed yesterday, calls on the call light to say her surgical dressing fell off. You will reapply what type of dressing over the stoma. Okay? So, may dressing ba siya? Sabi niya nga, her surgical dressing fell off. So, yes, may dressing siya. Sabi ng A, wet to dry, wet to dressing, kulang pa. Wet to dry dressing. Bravo. No dressing is needed. You will keep it open to air. C. Petroleum gauze dressing. Or D. Telfa gauze. Okay? So guys, based on the choices, let's eliminate the wrong answer. Eliminate mo ang bravo kasi nga may dressing nga siya na na-fell off. So may dressing kang i-re-apply, okay? May dressing kang i-re-apply. So, ano pang i-eliminate natin dyan? Eliminate mo rin ang alpha, wet to dry dressing, okay? Ginagawa nating dressing na yan for different kinds of wounds, okay? Sugat na hindi nag-heal, madalas mga non-healing ulcers sa hospital. So, you don't use that. This is a stoma, okay? So, ano yung ginagamit natin dyan? The best answer, guys, for this question is your C. Petroleum gauze dressing. And the reason why you are using petroleum-based gauze is because you want to keep moisture on the stoma. Okay? You want to keep the stoma moist for better healing. Okay? Teflagos, guys, ginagamit natin yan sa mga wounds. Okay? Para yan sa mga wounds with, okay, with discharge. Yung mga nagka-crust, may nilalabas na mga mucus discharge. And Telfagos, ginagamit natin yun siya sa ganong klaseng wound. Kasi pag nilagay mo yan siya, once you peel it off, it doesn't produce any pain on the side of the patient kasi hindi siya dumidikit dun sa mga discharge na nire-release ng wounds mo. Okay? So, best answer for number 6, Charlie, petroleum gauze dressing. And then number 7, you're providing teaching to patient A with an ileostomy. Ang sabi ko, pag ileostomy, it's already part of your small intestine, the third segment, your ileum. Yun yung ginawan natin ng stoma, your ileum. Kaya ileostomy ang tawag. On how to change her pouch drainage system. Which statement made by her is incorrect? So meaning we are looking for the wrong answer. Put a big X. A. Empty the pouch when it's 1/3 to 1/2 full. Is that correct? The answer is yes. You have to empty the pouch pag 1/3 to 1/2 full na yan. Okay? Para hindi mapuno and hindi mabigat. Bit-bitin. Bravo. Change the pouching system every 3 to 5 days. Okay? The answer is yes. Based on manufacturer's guideline, guys, 3 to 5 days, yan madalas ang use ng isang stoma bag or stoma pouch. 3 to 5 days. Minsan 3 to 5 to 7 days. Depende sa manufacturer. So, 3 to 5 is correct. You have to change it. Then, Charlie, when measuring the stoma for skin barrier placement, be sure the opening of the skin barrier is 2/3 inch larger than the stoma. Yan. Is it correct or wrong? Charlie is actually wrong, making it the answer that we are looking for, or the negative statement that we are looking for in number 7. Kasi why? It's not 2/3 inches, but rather it should be 1/8 inches. Oh, ganyan siya, larger than the stoma para magkasya siya. Pag 2/3, guys, masyado na yang malaki, okay? Masyado na yang malaki. Medyo haluga na yan sa stomach mo. Pero ang 1/8 inches, yan yung just the right size. Para hindi masyadong masikip, hindi rin masyadong maluwag sa opening ng stomach mo. So that's the best answer, Charlie. So let's check Delta. Keep the skin around the stomach clean and dry at all times. That is correct. To prevent any infection, you should keep it dry and clean at all times ba talaga, ma'am? Yes, at all times. Okay, to prevent infection, bacterial or fungal infection around the stomach. Making Charlie the best answer for number 7. Number 8, you receive a doctor's order for patient Raiden to take aspirin enteric coated by mouth daily. She has the following medication history: may type 2 diabetes, si Raiden, peripheral vascular disease, and a permanent ileostomy. What is your next nursing action? A. Administer the medication as ordered. B. Crush the medication and mix it in applesauce. C. Hold the medication and notify the doctor the patient has an ileostomy. Or D. Crush the medication and mix it with pudding. Okay? Guys, pagdating sa mga gamot, please do not mix it with anything else. Okay? Wag na yan. Hindi minimix sa applesauce and hindi natin kinakrush and minimix sa pudding ang gamot. Aspirin enteric coated. So, bakit kaya enteric coated tong aspirin na to? Guys, aspirin is one of the drugs that can cause gastrointestinal upset when taken in an empty stomach. Tama? Yes, actually, it's one of the causes of your peptic ulcer disease. Pag sobra mo siyang tinig, lalo na on an empty stomach. Empty stomach. Okay? So, ang aspirin enteric coated, ibig sabihin lang yan, that's the type of aspirin na enterically coated is to prevent gastric or gastrointestinal upset sa stomach mo, to prevent ulcers in the stomach. So, anong meron si Raiden? Importante bang may type 2 diabetes siya? It's irrelevant. Peripheral vascular disease is irrelevant. Anong irrelevant dito? Meron siyang ileostomy. And because this rationalization is based on your stomach care. Okay? So, yan ang mahalaga dyan. And then, anong next nursing action mo ngayon? Kung iinom siya ng aspirin enteric coated, tapos may ileostomy siya, ang gagawin mo as a nurse is that you should hold the medication and notify the doctor na merong ileostomy si Raiden. Okay? Kasi ang enteric coated aspirin, it will not be absorbed in the stomach, but rather in the small intestine. So kung may ileostomy ka, will aspirin enteric coated be absorbed properly? Hindi. Okay? Hindi siya ma-absorb ng maayos kasi may ileostomy ang patient natin. The small intestine is cut short. Okay? Cut short. Thereby, rendering your aspirin enteric coated absorbed less or metabolized less. Okay? So, report to the physician and hold the medication muna. That's the best answer for number 8. Number 9, you're providing diet teaching to patient Ganyu with an ileostomy. Which foods should the patient consume in very small amounts or completely avoid? Okay? Completely avoid. Tingnan natin. Peanut butter, bananas, rice. Alpha. Corn, popcorn, nuts, and seeds. Charlie. Grape juice, bread, and pasta. And D. Vinegar, soft drinks, and cured meats. Ito lang ang masasabi ko. Kapag ikaw ay may ileostomy or colostomy, can you still eat the foods you have used to eat before nung normal pa ang iyong intestine? The answer is yes. Hindi magbabago yon, okay? You can still enjoy the foods that you have eaten, but there may there may be a little restrictions to the foods that you have eaten, especially foods that can increase the bulk or the drainage of your stomach. And number two, foods that can cause odor, okay? And foods that can cause gas. Yan yung tatlong bagay lang, guys, okay? Na kailangan mong i-moderate in the foods that you have eaten. Other than that, you can still enjoy other foods you have eaten before nung normal ka pa lang, okay? Hindi magbabago yun. You can still enjoy life, okay? So, peanut butter bananas rice, yes, you can still eat that. Corn, popcorn, nuts, and seeds. Eto, this one is the best answer. Kasi yung mga corns, nuts, and seeds, they will occupy space and increase the bulk of your stomach. Okay? Yung mga nuts and seeds na yan. So that makes it the correct answer. Grape juice, bread, and pasta, yes. Vinegar, soft drinks, and cured meat? The answer is yes, in moderation. Okay, you can still eat that. So the best answer is bravo. Corn, popcorn, nuts, and seeds. As you can see, eto sila, may mga butil na maliliit, okay? They will occupy space in your stomach. And pag masyadong madaming kinain mo dyan, medyo matigas yan sila. Okay, aside from forming bulk in your discharge from your ileostomy, it may clog, okay, your ileostomy. So you have to avoid them. Okay, you have to avoid them. Next, number 10. Patient Shangling who has a colostomy asks what type of foods should she avoid to decrease odorous gas. Ayan na, mga gas-forming stool na dapat niyang hindi inumin, kainin. Okay? Alpha, onions, alcoholic beverages, eggs, and cabbage. B, beef, fried fruits, lettuce, and rice. C, apple, pears, nuts, and wheat. D, potatoes, peas, carrots, and chicken. Okay? What should patient shangling avoid, guys? Pinaka-causing talaga ng odor is eggs. So, seeing alpha is already the wrong answer. Okay? And even cabbage, mga cruciferous foods. Okay? Cruciferous food, they cause gas. Okay? So you have to avoid them. Lalo na alcoholic beverages and onions. Okay? So they cause eggs and cruciferous. Yan. Cruciferous greens. Yan na lang. Or mga gulay. Like cabbage. Okay? They can cause odor. So you have to reduce consumption of them to prevent gas. Okay? Next. 11. Patient Zhongli is post-op day 2 from an ileostomy placement, which finding requires immediate nursing action. Immediate nursing action. So, meaning priority mo ngayon. A, the stomach is excreting fluid effluent. B, Zongli's potassium level is 3 mg per liter. C, the stomach is bright red and moist. And D, Zongli reports mucoid drainage from the anus. And the best answer, you are correct if you said bravo. 3 na ang kanyang potassium, guys. O, di ba? Anong sabi natin ang correct potassium level mo? 3.5 to 5.5 mg per liter. O, other references will tell you other references will give you other ranges. So, ito yung, yan yung isa sa mga ranges na meron, okay? So, i-report mo yan because that is hypokalemia, okay? And that's dangerous and that should be your priority. Alpha, fluid effluent, you are expecting that, especially in an ileostomy, okay? Nasa small intestine pa yan. So, you really expect fluid effluent. Stomach is bright red and moist. So, that is the expected color. Bright red because it is filled with, okay, circulation. Maganda ang circulation, bright red ang color ng stomach. That's correct. Zongli reports of mucous drainage in the anus. Yes, kasi hindi na siya connected ngayon sa ibang parts ng digestive tract mo. May stomach ka na, okay? Pinutol na natin yon at nilagay natin, no, somewhere in the skin surface. Kaya doon mo na-expect ang drainage on the skin surface or in your stomach. In this case, in the ileostomy, no longer in the anus. So, tama yung mucous drainage na yan. Making it correct. Next, number 12. Which type of colostomy can allow patient chow to have bowel continence? Okay? Bowel continence meaning makontrol niya. Okay? Makontrol niya ang pag-release ng discharges. Descending or sigmoid, alpha. Bravo, ascending or transverse. Or Charlie, transverse or descending. Or delta, ascending or descending. And the best answer is yung colostomy na may maraming surface area to form the stool. Okay? And saan dyan ang mas mahaba? Okay? Best answer is alpha. Okay? Kasi sigmoid yan na yung last part ng colon mo. And if sigmoid colostomy ka meron, you can really achieve bowel continence. Kasi you have longer or longer surface area for the bowel to travel and be processed. So, mas may continence ka dyan. As compared to, lalo ng mga ascending, no? Ascending, shorter na ang colon mo dyan. Giving you lesser bowel continence. Ascending or transverse. Making Bravo, Charlie, and Delta wrong answers. Okay, so let's proceed. Number 13. The nurse is teaching patient Fischl with a new colostomy how to change the the ostomy pouch. In this client care scenario, which ethical principle is most important for the nurse to consider? Very common sense, guys. Nagpapalit ng bag ang patient mo na may colostomy, na may stoma. Okay? And the best answer is dignity. Letter D, dignity. Treat the patient as a whole, a patient na tao, human, okay? So with dignity. Confidentiality has something to do with information and not the patient as a human, okay? Dignity, you're treating the patient like a human person who deserves respect. Making it the correct answer. Pag sinabi mong justice, you're bringing in the table equality. Okay? So, hindi naman equality to. Ang gusto mo sa kanya, respect. And fidelity is kapag naging faithful ka to your words as a nurse. So, hindi naman to about faithfulness to the words na sinabi mo. It's more on the respect you give to the patient. Okay? So, dignity is the best answer. Next, number 14. The nurse is providing client teaching regarding the care of a new colostomy. In which way should the nurse describe the normal appearance of the stomach? Sabi na natin kanina, bright red. Okay, so hanap ka ng bright red dyan. Walang ibang bright red dyan, kundi alpha. Beefy red or pink in color. Guys, acceptable pa rin ang pink. Okay, what is not acceptable is pale pink. Pag pale pink, mali yan. Pero pag pink, yes, acceptable pa rin yan. Okay? Beefy red. Ano pa, guys? Other word, brick red. Okay? Ano pa? Sabi pa nga ng iba, meaty red. Acceptable yan. Okay? Dry and dull in color, no. It should not be dry. It should be moist. Moist dapat ang ostomy mo. And then gray or white, lalong hindi yan tama. Kasi meaning yan merong poor circulation. The reason why it's brick red and meaty red or beefy red or pink in color is because it is filled, okay, with vasculature, making it appear reddish, okay? May good circulation. Now, pag dark purple or black, ayan na, yan yung may poor circulation din ng stoma. Reportable to the physician pag ganyan ang color. Okay? Reportable to the physician. Making alpha the best answer. Next, 15. Nurse Shanha is preparing to teach patient Venti about proper techniques for colostomy irrigation. What key points should be included in her teaching plan? Lie flat on your back while irrigating the colostomy for the best results. That's wrong. Kasi kapag ikaw ay nag-colostomy irrigation, dapat you should mimic how you would poop on a normal day. So, paano ka ba tatae? Nakahiga ka ba sa toilet or sa bathroom commode? No, you should be in sitting position. Okay? Hindi ka naka-lie flat. Parang tatae ka lang, pero hindi na sa puwet, kundi sa colostomy mo. Okay? So, sitting, not lying flat. Irrigate the colostomy at the same time each day to establish a routine. Anong sabi natin about that? That's correct. To avoid soiling yourself within the 24-hour day. Use cold water to stimulate bowel movements during irrigation. Anong sabi natin about cold? No, because it can cause cramping. So dapat yan ay naka body temp or lukewarm. Lukewarm. Okay? Lukewarm. So, mali. Ano pa? Perform irrigation with the colostomy bag in place to avoid leakage. Paano ka makaka-irrigate kung nandoon yung bag sa stoma? Okay? Kasi ang stoma, o ganyan, butas. Tapos ang bag, yan yung pouch na nandyan. So guys, kung mag-i-irrigate ka guys, dapat wala ang bag. Okay? Open ang stoma mo para maipasok mo yung irrigating solution. Okay? Maipasok mo yung irrigating solution at the same time, madrain mo ang stoma. Makadrain siya. Okay? So, mas lalong mali ang delta. So, what's the best answer for number 15? Bravo. Okay? So, those are the answers for 1 to 15. Let's continue on the part 2 of the video.